Welcome to this episode of Dare to Soar. My name is Laura Beth Richardson, the Intermediate Dean at Pinnacle Classical Academy. Today I'm very excited to have the Dean of Elementary Education with me, Ms. Kendra McGinnis. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Richardson, for that warm welcome. I am so excited for the year ahead.
I'm so sorry. I was going to go ahead and jump ahead of you to say that our 3 school goals, we might sound familiar to the audience because they might be hearing our voices every week. So guys, if you're at home and you're connected to Infinite Campus, every Sunday afternoon, you probably hear from Ms. McGinnis at 5 o'clock, right?
Mm-hmm. 5 o'clock.
And then from me, you'll get a message at about 5:30. And so what we try to do is give you some information about the upcoming week and reminders about, conference day and, when certain events are, such as the Fall Fest. So we're going to talk about that a little later.
If you're not receiving the phone calls or emails or text messages, please make sure that your student's teacher has an updated email address and phone number so that you are also included in the information weekly.
So one thing that's important to note too, as we get this school year well underway, is if you're not already connected to Infinite Campus, that is your one-stop shop. Mm-hmm. So here on the screen, you're going to see that this is the one place you can find everything, you can submit everything, and it's a great place to go just to check in on your child's grades. You can track their grades, track their attendance. It's in real time, I should say. So everything is automatically updated whenever our teachers are entering grades and taking attendance. But really, it's important to stay connected as well because, as we were saying, those weekly messages that go out to kind of prep you for the week and prep your child for the week, that is where that information is coming from. So when you hear from us, let's see, they're getting a voice message, mm-hmm. a text message, mm-hmm. and an email. Mm-hmm. So if you can't get to the phone in time, you should get a voicemail from us. So if we sound familiar, that may be why. Mm-hmm. So one thing that we're very excited about, and you hear us in these messages, is our 3 school goals. So they are excellence, engagement, and excitement. And so when you hear that from us and you see that from your students, that's something that's really close to our hearts, and we're really pushing that this year. Our students have done a wonderful job, especially just as far as excellent and engagement. They are greeting us in the mornings. They're, looking us in the eye and saying, "Good morning, how are you?" So it's just in those little things day to day that I think make a big difference.
Our goals are pretty much guiding everything we do from the classroom to community events. And speaking of community events, we are looking forward to seeing everybody at the Livermush Festival on October 18th. We will be kicking off our enrollment for the 26-27 school year, believe it or not, in October. So please stop by, come meet the staff, come grab some Pinnacle swag, learn why PCA is the best choice for your child in Cleveland County.
Absolutely. And so when we see you there, we hope to, even if you're already a family at Pinnacle, we'd love to see you come by and see the kids. And so we love being at events like that because we get to get that word out there about us and really, what we do and what a charter school really means. And I think this is a good time to say, guys, we are a public school. So a lot of questions we get at events like the Livermush Festival is a lot of times families will come to us and say, so how much is tuition? Mm-hmm. And we say, it's free. It is free. The only thing you have to do is fill out a form. And it is so easy. Everything's online now. So you can fill out that form on our website. That's pinnacleclassicalacademy.com. Mm-hmm. But it is just as simple as filling out that form. And that puts your child in a pool of names. And then we have a lottery in the spring. So it is easy. We are a public school and we're tuition free. We're also college prep. And so whenever you see us at these events, that's the kind of stuff we're going to talk to you about. And again, we'll have some Pinnacle swag, which is always fun. We have some pretty cool things to give away. So don't miss out on that either.
And online, if they are going to fill out the application, it's the initial app that they need to look for online to fill out first.
That's right. And it is very quick, like 2 to 3 minutes. Like it is a very fast form. It should
not
take
hard
long.
at all.
Mm-hmm. So in addition to our Livermush Festival that we attend every year, another event that's coming up this month is the Fall Festival. And that is something that is just a huge hit every year. Special shout out to Peak. So folks, we have a group of parents, and that group is called Peak, P-E-A-K, and that stands for Parents Encouraging Academic Knowledge. And I can't say enough good things about them. Truly, they do so many things for our students, for our staff. They really spoil us.
They really do.
They go out of their way to really make us and our teachers feel special. But what they've done is they pull together this Fall Fest, and there's just a lot of cool things. Last year, I could not believe the number of people that came.
There was a huge
unreal.
turnout last year.
And we loved every minute of it. The kids loved it. Seeing them show up in their costumes. I think there's a lot of trunk or treats, so they get to walk around and play
Face
some
painting.
games. That's right, face
A
painting.
bouncy house. The kids always have a great time.
Yep. So it is going to be on the 24th, and I believe it is 6 to 8.
6
correct?
o'clock to 8 o'clock. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now I think it's a $5 entry fee, and kids under 2 can come in free. So bring your Pinnacle kiddos, bring their siblings. It's going to be a good time. It's always a good time.
It always is, yes.
Another thing that Peak has recently done for our middle schoolers is they have put on a middle school dance, and the kids just loved it. The theme was Under the Stars, and it was a little more of a formal dance, so it was kind of nice to see our kids dress up a little more formally than they have in the past at other dances, but it's really nice to see them get a chance to socialize, and it's kind of funny because they wear uniforms to school during the school day. So when you see them dressed up and out of uniform and something that they've put some time and energy into putting together, it's really sweet, and they always have a great time. The photo booth there is always fun. They have that 360 machine that Peak has really put together for us, and it's just a huge hit. So thank you again to Peak. We could not do all the wonderful things that you do for us. You do it so well. So we do appreciate you guys.
We do very much.
So aside from the exciting things going on, just outside of school hours and after our events, we have a lot of things going on in our classrooms. The start of the year has already gone by, and our kids are already turning in their projects. And it kind of, as soon as the school year starts, it's like that ball just starts rolling immediately. Our teachers do a great job of going over the expectations and procedures, but they start that content right away. So the photo here you see, guys, is from one of our middle school history classes, and the teacher is Miss Davalt. And what's special about Miss Davalt is she is a Pinnacle graduate. And she has come back to Pinnacle, come back home to be a teacher. So she's on the teacher side of things now, and these are her students. And this project was specifically about World War I, and they had to research a topic. So you can see some of those topics there, like uniforms, Morse code, but they had to do the research, find key facts and images, and they had to really think critically about those World War I events and people and themes. And they have to present these. So, and that's something you see even at K3. In K3 world, these kids, when they turn in their projects, they present it to the class. And that's just part of learning to speak and learning to share that learning that, we hope they see a lot of in high school. So we're starting them very young.
The presentations are always fun to watch.
Absolutely. So another interesting thing that our students have been involved in this year is saying our pledges in the morning. And I want to say a special thank you to Miss Katie Barnes, who I think you're going to hear from later in this episode. But she has worked on our 4th and 5th grade students saying the pledges for us every morning. And so, when it's time for the day to start, they come on the intercom and they say the Pledge of Allegiance, and they say our Pinnacle Pledge. And so, guys, you can see our Pinnacle Pledge here on the screen. And so that has been wonderful because I think K3 has done that for quite a while, correct?
We have, yes. There's
Yeah.
a student
Yeah.
in the morning who says the Pledge of Allegiance, and another student that follows that says our school pledge, while the boys and girls in the classrooms follow along.
Right. And so it's very sweet. At 412, our youngest kids are in the 4th grade, and our oldest kids are seniors. And so it's really sweet to hear those voices come on in the morning from our youngest folks in the building to lead the day with those pledges.
It's always fun to hear a kindergartner say the Pledge of Allegiance in the school pledge.
I bet it is. I bet it is.
It's a great start to the day.
Well, thank you so much for tuning into this segment. Stay tuned. We have another segment coming up, and we appreciate you tuning in to Dare to Soar.
Washington Outreach Ministries is one of the largest emergency food pantry in Cleveland County. We feed about 15,000 people a month. We have bi-weekly distribution every other Friday, and we serve them with all type of product, not just food product, but all type of necessities. Anything that they need, we have here and we can supply it. Food is available every day, but we offer bi-weekly distribution so the mass of Cleveland County can come through and enjoy some of the food products that we have here. And one of the main things that we need that sometimes people don't like to talk about is funding. We do fundraisers. We appreciate donations. Anybody that want to donate time and money, they're welcome.
Good morning, how you doing? Here we go.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Monica Dellinger and I'm the Dean of Secondary Education at Pinnacle Classical Academy. Before I begin, I would like to thank Ms. Richardson and Ms. McGinnis for their warm welcome and for sharing such valuable updates from our elementary and intermediate programs. It's very inspiring to hear how our younger students are building strong foundations that will carry them all the way into high school and beyond. Their work highlights just how intentional Pinnacle is about preparing students for success at every grade level. I may be a new face to many of you, but I'm not new to education. I hold a master's in school administration from Gardner-Webb University and a bachelor's in elementary education from UNC Charlotte. Over the years, I've had the opportunity to teach students from kindergarten through 6th grade and have served in leadership roles in both traditional public schools and charter schools. Through all of my experiences, one thing that has never changed is my commitment to doing what's right and best for kids. That is exactly what excites me most about being here at Pinnacle. At Pinnacle Classical Academy, we believe that preparing students for life after high school is not something that begins in 11th or 12th grade. It's something we nurture from the very beginning, from kindergarten. You'll see that college and career readiness is built into the DNA of our school. Whether it's our elementary students being inspired by college mascots and wearing their favorite collegiate t-shirt, or our middle school students visiting different types of colleges, or our high school students participating in application days, we make sure every student is surrounded by the message that their future is wide open and we're here to help them achieve it. Speaking of high school, October is one of the most important months in the college admission world. Our students are hard at work completing applications, preparing essays, and making big decisions about their next steps. We're excited to support them through events like College Application Day on Wednesday, October 16th, led by our guidance counselor, Dr. Martin. This is more than just paperwork. Students will have the chance to practice interview skills with several college admission officers, as well as some of our local business partners. They will polish their essays, learn about the practical side of paying for college, and formally submit their applications. The following week, we will celebrate Countdown to College Week, where we will really shine a spotlight on opportunities available after graduation. Last year, 86% of our students in our senior class continued on to either a 2-year or a 4-year college, and I am confident that number will continue to grow as we expand the supports and opportunities available to our students. In addition to these events, our students are routinely engaging directly with college admission representatives. To date, we will have welcomed more than 15 different colleges and universities to our campus, including schools like Washington and Lee, Boston College, Gardner-Webb University, and UNC Greensboro. These visits give our students a chance to hear firsthand about the admission process, financial aid opportunities, and the unique culture of each campus. For many of our students, these conversations are what help them see themselves thriving in a particular college environment, but academics and college prep aren't the only ways our students are challenged and inspired. Recently, all students in grades 8 through 12 had an unforgettable experience when they welcomed Mr. Joel Fabian, a Holocaust survivor, to campus. As our rhetoric students were reading Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, they were able to hear directly from someone who lived through that history. It was powerful to see our students leaning in, listening carefully, and processing the lessons of resilience, courage, and hope. Opportunities like this go beyond textbooks. They shape character and give our students perspective that will stay with them for life. Another way we provide unique opportunities for our high schoolers is through internships. We currently have students placed with local organizations, including the Chamber of Commerce. In fact, some of our students recently took part in the Cleveland County Congressional Luncheon, where they were able to observe and even participate in conversations with local, state, and national leaders. Experiences like this connect what our students are learning in the classroom with the real world and allow them to imagine themselves as future leaders in their communities. When I think about what makes the high school experience at Pinnacle Classical Academy stand out, it is this blend of academic rigor, real-world connections, and character development. We are committed not only to preparing students for college, but also for preparing them to be thoughtful, engaged citizens who are ready to contribute in meaningful ways, wherever life takes them. As the Dean of Secondary Education, it is my goal to ensure that every student who walks through our doors is given opportunities to discover their passions, to challenge themselves, and to leave Pinnacle fully prepared for the next chapter of their journey. Thank you for welcoming me into this incredible school community. I am honored to serve our high school students and excited to work alongside our families to continue building on the strong foundation that has already been established here. Together, we will help our students not only dream big, but also achieve those dreams. Thank you for joining us for this section, and I'm looking forward to welcoming our athletic department.
Listen to me.
I have 30 seconds.
Did you about me?
About being a kid with a disability.
I am a joker.
I am a songwriter.
And I'm here to learn.
I'm a football fan.
I am a girl who likes math and science.
I am coincident. Ratatouille.
Hey, I'm speaking up.
And I am not.
And I'm not.
And I am not going to be bullied. Got it?
Hi, I'm Shara Miller, the host of Artworks. Each month we bring to you wonderful, talented artists from here in Cleveland County and the region. We have artists, we have potters, we have painters, we have musicians, we have actors. We just have wonderful artists that come to you and tell you about all that they're doing, their creativity, what inspires them. Join me here on Artworks each month on C19. You can also watch us online at c19.tv.
Welcome back to this month's episode of Dare to Soar. My name is Brendan Gosey, and I'm the Athletic Director at Pinnacle Classical Academy. And I'm joined today with a special guest and new co-host, Miss Katie Barnes. Katie serves as our Student Success Coordinator at the 412 campus and also our varsity middle school and head swim coach. Yes. So welcome, Coach Barnes, Miss Barnes in her dual roles. Welcome and glad to have you here with us.
Thank you. Athletics are near and dear to my heart, and I'm very excited for this month's episode.
Wonderful. Coach Barnes, Miss Barnes is going to be joining us every month for our athletics segment. We wanted to take a few minutes to highlight our 2025-2026 business athletic sponsors.
We have Shelby Alarm Company, Christy Ray Fitness, Norris Merchandise, Pink Paradise Wellness, Caldwell Appraisals, Shelby Dental Care Center, Westmoreland Printers Incorporated, Hoke Enterprises, Rejuvator Primary Care, Clary Construction Concepts, Arthur Services Incorporated, ABT Tax Service, Stephen Ray Farm Bureau Insurance, Discovery Nissan. Thank you so much to our sponsors. We couldn't do it without you.
Yeah, I tell you what, the financial contributions that come in from those business sponsors are instrumental into what we are doing with the athletic program, buying equipment,
Absolutely.
updates to our facilities, construction, different things that we're doing. So that those contributions are paramount to what we're doing at Pinnacle. We can't be here with Coach Barnes and not talk about our growing and successful swim program. Coach Barnes, I'll let her tell a little bit about herself, but she is a collegiate swimmer from Gardner-Webb University. I believe you've also trained alongside some Olympic athletes in your past. And so I'm going to let her talk a little bit about the swim program, about yourself, whatever you want to share with us, and tell us about the great things going on with athletics.
Absolutely. So the Dover Foundation YMCA, we have partnered with them since our swim program started, Mr. Gosey, several years ago. They're wonderful. They welcome us with open arms every single season. We'll be practicing once our season begins 4 days a week. And, we've got a huge lineup of tryouts coming up here soon. Lots of middle school and high school swimmers planning to come and try out and hopefully make the team. That's the goal. An exciting element to this season is that we have 2 additional starting blocks that have been installed on our pool deck.
That's awesome.
From a generous donor. So thank you to our donor, hopefully is watching. But we're really excited to put all of those 4 starting blocks to use this season. And we have a great lineup of swim meets coming up soon. So I can't wait to get the ball rolling and get the season started.
That's awesome. So the Dover Y, correct me if I'm wrong, has always been the home of Pinnacle Swim?
Always and forever, and for a long time to come too. So it's a perfect opportunity.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think those swimmers, we contract with them to use the pool during the season.
We do.
But those athletes can use the pool in the off season to continue for personal growth, personal fitness.
And the one part that makes the YMCA wonderful is that even though Pinnacle Classical Academy, we rent the facility through our season, but the Y says, if your swimmers need to come and train in the off-season months through the summer, they're more than welcome to, and they don't charge us anything to come and do that. So we're so grateful.
That's wonderful. Coach Barnes, you shared with me a little while ago that you had the opportunity to witness part of our first home cross-country meet yesterday for the season, and tell us what you were able to see about that.
Oh man, our runners are wonderful. They're cheering each other on even though they're exhausted and putting forth all of their energy and effort, but it's neat to see them running around our own school campus, around the perimeter, the set area for our cross-country course. Many of those runners were prior 4th graders in my classroom when I taught back in the day. So it's been really sweet to see them competing and running and using our own facility.
Absolutely. I think our men finished first yesterday, and our girls second or third. I can't quite remember. It was a long day. But our Coach Brooks, Coach Horton, Mr. and Mrs. Davall, they worked tirelessly to get that course ready. We hire a timing company. It's very collegiate in my mind, the way it's organized, and everybody gets a chip time, and it's just an awesome experience for all those runners to be able to compete together. We also have a lot of fall sports going. Volleyball, if you guys have had a chance to come to any of our meets, you can tell we're running middle school varsity and high school games, or JV games, excuse me. It goes from 4 o'clock till almost 8 or 9 o'clock every night. And then our soccer program is on fire this year. Tell us a little about them if you've
They
you
are.
can.
I believe, Mr. Gosi, correct me if I'm wrong. I think our varsity soccer team is undefeated
I
so
think
far
they are
this season.
7-0 right now
Amazing.
in our conference.
It's really neat. You know, at the end of the school day, we leave campus and we've got volleyball going on in the gym. We have soccer going on the field. People here to view our athletic program and cheer our students on. It's neat.
If your child is looking for something to get involved in the afternoon, if it's not athletics, there's tons of clubs and other things to get involved. So we've got a place for you. I think a lot of people are not quite sure often that Pinnacle has such a robust sports program, and it's growing day by day, and we've got more exciting news to come for you next month.
Absolutely.
So Coach Barnes, if you want to close
Mr.
us out.
Gosi, we could talk athletics all day,
We
but I know our
certainly
time is coming to a close. We appreciate the opportunity to talk about our growing athletic program, and we're already looking forward to being back here next month for the next episode of Dare to Soar. Have a great day.
Looking for a smarter start to your future? Welcome to Cleveland Community College, where big dreams begin close to home. Whether you're launching a new career, transferring to a four-year university, or building skills to level up, Cleveland Community College gives you the power to go further without the big price tag. With small class sizes, real-world training, and programs in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, IT, and more. We're here to help you succeed from day one. Affordable, accredited, and all about you. Enroll today and take your next step at Cleveland Community College.
Cleveland Community College has identified strengthening online learning as the topic for its quality enhancement plan. We're calling it SOAR. SOAR's 5-year implementation plan is focused on continuous improvement of online courses and promoting student success. We're excited for you to take this journey with us.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. The sounds of tutoring and tech and health and fitness and arts and music. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.